Hey, today I wanted to actually show you my collection of things that I use for divination. So whenever I want to see into possible future outcomes for situations going on in my life, whenever I want to get in touch with my intuition if I'm having trouble doing that, like for making decisions, these are the things that I use. And I'm just sitting here in the park today with my son. Hey honey! He was just sleeping, but he always wakes up whenever I'm doing videos, don't you? Yes, you do. You got your little monkey feet today. So the first divination tool I wanted to show you is my set of runes that I painted myself. These are stones that I purchased at a store, and then I just painted them all with some gray paint. And that way I was able to put some of my own intention into them. Anyway, I made these a few years ago, and I've used them tons of times. And something that I found really helpful for using these is this. A while back I bought a cheat sheet, so I definitely recommend getting something like this if you want to have like a quick reference. And they make sheets like this for tarot and chakras and like other stuff, so it's not just for runes. The next thing I wanted to show you is my Mystic Dreamer tarot set. The cards have images on them like this, which are part photography and part collage. Here's an example of some of the cards that are in the deck. Like, look at the one for the Three of Swords. Like, that's pretty cool, huh? That big red heart. As you can see, it's very based off of the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. And these are the cards that I use most for myself. What I love about this particular set is the book that comes with it. When you flip through it to read the meanings of the cards, it asks you questions. So it'll say, like, notice the symbols in the card. What do you think those symbols do to add meaning to the card? What do you think happens next, like after whatever's taking place in the image? So it kind of gets you to sort of find your own reasoning for what the images mean, but then it'll also tell you what traditionally the card is supposed to mean from like a classical standpoint. So it's a really great guidebook if you're interested in the tarot, like if you want a deck that's based off the Rider-Waite but just has a kind of a dreamier, more mystical feel to it. So I made my own tarot bag for it because it's like my personal deck that I always use for myself whenever I'm doing readings. And the cards are like just a good size. I have a pretty average sized hand for a woman, and they're like really easy to work with. Next thing I wanted to show you is my Rider-Waite tarot deck. The images here are really clear, like the symbols are really big and clear, and my Mystic Dreamer deck, sometimes you almost feel like you need a magnifying glass to like see all the different symbols and things in the images because they really pack the images full, whereas this is a little bit more simple and there's more negative space on the cards. So I use these more for readings for other people. And then the last couple things I wanted to show you are my pendulums. This one here is a really pretty amethyst pendulum that I received as part of my dedication into Wicca and paganism. So I received this from one of my mentors. He's actually the leader of the student group that I'm part of, where I practice doing Wiccan rituals and on the path of learning to become a priestess. The amethyst I really like for doing any kind of spirit work, dream work, whenever I'm asking questions or making decisions that feel more to do with like spirit or like my destiny, like kind of like grander life scheme kind of questions. And then this other one that I have here, this really awesome wooden one, like check this out. How neat is that? It's so earthy. It's so earthy and cool. This one here, I like to use this one just for like really basic stuff, like if I lose something and I'm trying to find it, or if I'm just trying to make a decision about like really like practical day-to-day life scenarios, then I think this is like the perfect one. And then also if I'm trying to get more in touch with nature or a part of my own inner nature, if it's not more of a spiritual type of thing, then I use this one. I apologize for, there's like a total screaming baby in the background right now. I got a happy baby, don't I? And one last thing that I can actually show you. Are you taking my hair? He's stealing my hair. One last thing I can show you is sometimes in life when I'm looking for answers, I like to go on a nature walk and just kind of like walk through a wooded area or something like that, and I'll, you know, if I see any feathers or stones in my path, sometimes I'll pick them up and use them for meditation later. And this is like a little bag. It's designed to be like a reusable snack pouch or like a wet bag. So it's got like a special nylon lining to it. And just instead of carrying around Ziploc or plastic bags, I carry this with me, and then if I find feathers and stones or sticks and things like that, I can just put them in here to bring them home, and I don't have to worry about getting like bugs or dirt all over the inside of my pockets. So yeah, that's like just me trying to be practical. That's my earthy side coming out. Alright, well hopefully you enjoyed seeing the stuff that we had here to show you for divination, and wishing you all a wonderful, magical day.